everyone, and welcome back to our channel Journeying Hearts. And today we are going to talk about top 10 things that you must do in Singapore. But usse pehle, I know you want to subscribe the channel, so hit the subscribe button and then we can continue. Done? सिंगापुर आए और मरीना बे नहीं गए तो क्या किया क्या किया Marina Bay waterfront is full of attractions, so you get like 10 attractions at one place. So first we will talk about Helix Bridge, which connects Marina Central to Marina South, and it looks amazing at night. Then there is the shops at Marina Bay Sands, which is like a shopping mall with a lot of stores and restaurants. You can also visit world's only floating Apple store, which is connected to the Marina Bay Sands shopping mall through an underwater tunnel. So it's unique. Then you can take a nice long walk along the Olympic Walk and admire Singapore's beautiful skyline. After that, you can head to Marina Bay Sands, which is the most popular hotel in Singapore. It's like three buildings connected on the top with an observation deck. So I would suggest to visit that observation deck. It has amazing views. A pro tip, if you visit the observation deck at night, you can catch the Bohemian Rhapsody light show from up there. So it's a very different perspective, and I think you'll enjoy the views. Next is the Merlion Park, which is the most recognizable attraction from Singapore. I would suggest go late night and just chill there for a while. You can have amazing view of Marina Bay Sands Hotel and the Helix Bridge from there. And I would say you can easily spend a full day around the Marina Bay waterfront. There are so many things to do there, and I've not even listed all of them. So let's move on to the next one. So Singapore is culturally very rich. There are so many different communities which have settled in Singapore, and you can see their influence in the regular Singapore lifestyle. One such place is Little India, where you'll not feel like you're in Singapore. You'll just feel that you're walking around streets in India. There are so many South Indian restaurants there, and I would recommend you try the masala dosa, which was very good. And then you can also visit the Arab Street, which is like a Middle Eastern touch. There is the Sultan Mosque, which is very popular and it's architecturally very beautiful. So you can visit that. And also there is a coffee place around that place. I think it's called the Arabica Coffee. So they serve amazing coffee. If you want to try coffee there, do that. And also, Singapore has a huge Chinatown, which is, I think, the only Chinatown in the world which has a Buddhist temple, a Hindu temple, and a mosque all on the same street. So, do visit Chinatown. It has some amazing places to see. So Singapore is known as the city of gardens, and you can see that in the day. There is so much greenery everywhere, but as soon as the sun sets down, it's a different story. Singapore is amazing at night. So one of the best places with amazing nightclubs and bars is Club Quay. So if you want to party, I would say that is the place to be. You'll have a lot of fun. There are also other places like around Marina Bay waterfront. For instance, Marina Bay Sands has a nightclub. But overall, the whole city is very lively at night. You can find restaurants and other places open at night. So make use of all your time in Singapore. Cloud Forest and Gardens by the Bay offers you an amazing experience. I mean, where else will you find a rainforest inside a city? So as you enter, you'll find a huge waterfall, and you must take a selfie there. It's an amazing spot. And the cloud forest has recently been redesigned, and they're calling it the Avatar experience. So they have included a lot of props from the movie. There is also a few kiosks where you can like create your own avatar, and you also get to interact with life-sized animals from that movie. So overall, it's a pretty unique experience. I don't think I've seen that sort of a setup anywhere else. Also, the plants are misted like every 2 hours, so you get a mystical experience. I would say it is an amazing place to spend like 2 or 3 hours of your day, and you'll have a different experience. You don't see these sort of attractions at a lot of places in the world. So if you're in Singapore, do visit the Cloud Forest. If you love street shopping, then Bugis Street is the place to be. It is the biggest street market in Singapore. You can find anything in the market: footwears, electronics, clothes, toys, anything. And if you like buying souvenirs, so souvenirs yahin se lena. They are priced a lot better and you'll find a lot of options. Hawker centers in Singapore are very popular. They are like food courts that are set up in open spaces. So you get a lot of street vendors serving food there. But if you like to try local food, I think you can visit a hawker center and you'll find something good. Sentosa Island. Sentosa Island is an island which is also a theme park. So if you are traveling with kids or you want to be a kid again, you must visit Sentosa. So you can start your day by taking the cable car from Mount Faber to the Sentosa Island. It is a scenic ride and it's about 15 minutes. And then I would say you should visit the Universal Studios first. Take all the Hollywood themed rides. The crowds will be a little less in the start of the day, but don't spend all your time at Universal Studios. There are so many other things to do in Sentosa, and I would say keep at least a couple of hours to visit the Sea Aquarium. That was our favorite attraction at the island. And there is a feeding session at the ocean habitat in the aquarium at 4 p.m. So that is a really cool thing to watch. So you can end your day by catching the Wings of Time show at the beach, which is very popular, and we found it to be amazing. So it's a laser, sound, light, and fireworks show which lasts about 40-45 minutes. Overall, we loved Sentosa, and I think it's one of the things that you must do in Singapore. Instagrammers, this one is for you. Now, Singapore is full of picture perfect spots, but the tree tunnel at Fort Canning Park is absolutely amazing. It's one of those majestic places that you just cannot miss. As you look up from the tunnel, you get this beautiful view of a spiral stairway that goes up, and you see trees and open sky on top. But no matter how many pictures you see, I feel that view is still better than the pictures. You cannot capture that beauty in the pictures, and you just have to be there to really appreciate it. Now, the view is amazing, but if you want to get that viral picture, you'll have to do a lot more work. So we went to the tunnel at 7:30 a.m. In the hopes to get an amazing picture, but there was still like 20 people in front of us. But still, people were respectful. They were waiting their turn to get the pictures. So our turn came in like an hour, and then we were able to take pictures and videos at the tunnel. In my opinion, the most boring part of travel is waiting at airports. But Singapore's Changi Airport is an amazing airport where you can easily spend 3 or 4 hours before your flight. So they have a dedicated terminal called the Jewel, which is sort of a terminal without any boarding gates. It has restaurants, shops, and a lot of attractions instead. So it's a terminal built for tourists, basically. And the main highlight is the rain vortex, which is like an indoor waterfall. You must have seen those pictures from Singapore airport with the rain vortex in the background. But do keep in mind that it does not run 24 hours, so it has a specific timing. So do check the operating hours before you visit to see the rain vortex. ArtScience Museum. So this was my favorite attraction. It's not your typical museum. It's got a lot of stuff which is fun. No boring exhibits in this museum. So it's sort of a mix of science and art. All the exhibits in the museum are like built on really cool technology, but they bring out the creativity in you. So I would definitely recommend you visit this museum. It's not your typical museum. You are going to love the experience. So it's located on the Marina Bay waterfront, which is very close to the Marina Bay Sands resort. If you're in Singapore, don't miss it. It's awesome. Gardens by the Bay was another one of our favorite spots in Singapore. So it's located very close to Marina Bay Sands, and it's like a jungle in the city. So you're going to love the experience. There are so many attractions within the garden, but three things I would suggest you must do are visit the Cloud Forest, also visit the Flower Dome, and then there is a light and sound show in the evening, which you must do. It gets really crowded during the show, so make sure you get there in time so that you can catch the full show. Now you have done so much, इतना कुछ देख लिया, इतना कुछ पता चल गया, but still time बच जाता है. So I would suggest you to go to Orchard Road and Vivo City for shopping. So they are two amazing places with a lot of options to shop, to buy gifts for your family. Maybe don't buy souvenirs there; they are going to be very expensive. Yeah, and that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and like the information here. And again, I would just ask you to consider subscribing if you like the content, and have a good day. I know you'll find an interesting video somewhere on the screen from our channel to watch next. Bye.